Alright, welcome again. This is day 7 of NFT terminology. So this is the second last day, and I do hope you enjoyed the previous days and you learned something new about different terminologies that you might not have heard of in the NFT space. This is your host, Non-Fungible TC, Non-Fungible today and Non-Fungible tomorrow. So the first word we have is roadmap. So a roadmap is an essential element of an NFT project. So basically it provides an outline of a series of activities or promises that the project would do after they sell out or after what they want to do with the project, right? So when you look at an NFT project roadmap, it will show that, hey, after we sell out, what we would do, and then what value you would get as an NFT holder. So number 62, which is rug pool. Rug stands for rug pool, is basically essentially a scam, right? So which means that the development team behind a seemingly legitimate project market the project to drive sales and then abandons the project with all the profit immediately after the launch. You might get an NFT in return, but it most likely be worthless and would not be available for trading on the secondary market. So say for example, you have a very hype project and then everyone is interested and then people pay a lot of money to mint the NFT and buy the NFT. And then if the founders of the project decides to not deliver the roadmap which they promised, then the value of the NFT will likely go to zero, right? And then if you suffer from this, basically this is a rug pull. So a rug pull is basically someone standing on top of a rug and then someone pulling the rug from the bottom and then you flipping and then you falling down, and that's being rug pulled. 63 is Satoshi, okay? Satoshi is 100 millionth of a single Bitcoin and is currently the smallest unit of Bitcoin currency recorded on the blockchain. It is named after Satoshi Nakamoto, which is the creator of Bitcoin. And when people talk about, oh, just my Satoshi, right? Some YouTubers say not a few cents, just my few cents, but instead they use Satoshi as a measurement value, right? So that's the meaning of Satoshi. And then the next one is seems legit, right? So basically seems legit is a short term for seems legitimate. The term is used purposely or ironically to indicate that something seems wrong or something does not look correct, right? So when you have someone who share a project and then if someone uses an ironic way saying that, hey, it seems legit, it basically means that, hey, something does not seem correct, right? But sometimes people do use it for a legitimate way, right? So you have to identify the context, like where it is being used. 65 is a misspelling of sir. It's often used sarcastically to indicate that the author of a message was posted or shared should not be taken too seriously. So if someone wants to say seems legit, sir, it basically means that, oh, he's just joking, right? Okay. So 66 basically is shilling. Shilling in the NFT community means that they are throwaway accounts that can be used by community members as a marketing strategy to post links to personal NFTs or other NFT project as a means to gain more exposure. So when someone say, hey, show your project, it means promote your project. Tell me why I want to buy your project, right? So when you there are shilling channels in different Discord where people can promote these NFTs. But whether people really look at these NFTs, I highly doubt. But shilling is something that is in Discord and Twitter, right? Sometimes people say, hey, shill your NFT. It basically means promote your NFT on this tweet. But would buyers really read those tweets compared to shillers? I think most of the people who shill are the people who want to sell the NFTs, right? So you have to do more to get buyers compared to shilling. That's my personal opinion. Number 67, Snapshot. In the NFT space, development team of decentralized organization or general investors typically take a snapshot of their wallet to confirm eligibility through a minimum possession of a certain token in said wallet, to take part in poll regarding development matters or participate in an airdrop. So for example, if an NFT decides to drop free NFT or free tokens into your wallet, they will take a snapshot. But what it means is that at a certain period of time, they will take a snapshot of the people holding that NFT, and then they will airdrop or drop that token into those wallets that hold that NFT by that certain time. Number 68 is Soil Boy. Soil Boy refers to someone who is psychologically fragile and unable to cope with market fluctuations. So it's similar to paper hands, I guess. Number 69, okay, is Stablecoin. Refers to a type of cryptocurrency whose value is pegged to reserve assets such as a fiat currency or gold to remain more stable in price over time. For example, you have USDT, you have USDC, you have BUSD, right? Stablecoin is like, oh, it is a currency or a cryptocurrency that has a hedge value with a fiat currency. For example, BUSD, Binance US dollar, has the same value of $1 US, right? And technically, supposedly, there is some money supporting the BUSD to claim it for the $1 US. but always do your research. Some stable coins might not be backed one by one with a US dollar, so you have to see. Oh, by the way, talking about 69, right? 69 is a very meme word. Sometimes you'll notice that in some NFT collection, the number 69 token gets sold for a really high price. So 69 is kind of something related to some adult stuff. Don't suggest you do research, but it's a meme thing. So that's why, you know, sometimes tokens that are with 69 they sell really high, or 420. 420 basically is weekday, I think. So some numbers like this will sell really high in different NFT collections. So number 70 basically means sweeping the floor. So what does it mean by sweeping the floor? So previously I shared that the floor of an NFT is the NFT listed at the lowest price, right? So sweeping the floor basically means buying the NFTs at the low price, but not just buying one, but buying several, so that the price of the NFT floor price will jack up, right? If someone sweeps the floor, it will jack up the lower price of the NFT collection, right? So sometimes this is not done manually. It will be done by using a software like Genie XYZ, where you use a bot to help you sweep the floor, because sometimes it's too fast for a normal person to buy the floor, right? Because a lot of people will be sniping the prices. Okay, all right, so this is day 7. Tomorrow will be our last day, day 8, for our NFT terminology. If you like the content, feel free to like and subscribe. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below and I'll try to answer you. Bye bye.